Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So it is time to unbox a Boxycharm by Ipsy. It is April. It's almost the end of April. The box was a little slow getting here, but I did decide to go for the April box this month. I did skip last month's box, and then I saw the spoilers for this month's Power Picks, and I was tempted, and in a moment of weakness, I was like, oh, I'll just get the box. I deserve this. And then I feel like I didn't get the Power Picks that I was hoping for. So I have gone ahead and skipped next month's box before even seeing the spoilers. I just need to take the break that I said that I was gonna take, but we do have a box to open today. So let's jump into it and talk about what we got. So here's the little piece of paper. So the theme for this month is Welcome Home. It says, come out of hibernation to embrace a dreamy new world filled with heavenly makeup, planet-positive faves, and vitamin-powered skincare to bring out your inner glow. Great. So this is what the Power Picks were for this month. And when I saw this spoiler, I was like, yes, I definitely want that Kosas Cloud Set setting powder that everybody loves. And I definitely want that Lunar Beauty Moon Prism blush palette. And you know what? I didn't get either of those. So I'm only slightly salty about that. I'm not like upset about the items that I got. I think they picked good items for me based on like my preferences. But you know, it's just the luck of the draw with those Power Picks. So if you got those two items, I'm so happy for you. Let's talk about what I got. Okay, so first things first, for my Power Pick, I got the First Aid Beauty Deep Cleanser with Red Clay. This is valued at $24. It says it helps to remove excess oil and unclog pores, safe for sensitive skin. In the description here, it says it helps to purge the skin and balance sebum production thanks to red clay and rosemary leaf oil. Also features glycerin to hydrate and help smooth your skin. Antioxidant booster, help fend off environmental aggressors. So this sounds like a really great cleanser for me. For summertime, I have a combo skin type, definitely leaning more oily in the summer and a little bit more normal in the winter time. So this will be really nice for me in the summer months. Definitely, I love to get cleansers. You guys know, I always talk about that in Boxycharm videos. I love to get cleansers and I love to get moisturizers because those are the two products that I run through the fastest. So I will definitely be using this. I do have a couple of cleansers on the go right now, but I may just swap this one in when the weather starts to get warm. It will be a bit for us here in Canada before it gets warm. I do love First Aid Beauty as a brand. I haven't tried a product from them that I haven't liked, so I am happy to get this. Any other month I would have been like, ooh, but because I saw those spoilers and there was a couple other items I was into, I was like mildly disappointed, even though it's a product that I would generally go for. Okay, next up, my second Power Pick is a eyeshadow palette from Voss. Now, Voss is one of my favorite eyeshadow formulas of all time. I have a lot of palettes from Voss that I've gotten in Boxycharm over the years. And this is the Pretty in Paradise palette. Looks like this. Love this like summery tropical leaf packaging. And this is the color story right here. So you can see that we have a bronzer and a blush and then 6 eyeshadows. While I'm not, what am I trying to say? I'm not always the fan of palettes that have face and eyeshadows in them because I tend to just put this into like my eyeshadow palette drawer, and so it will only get used when I cycle it in for eyeshadows. I'll use these when I've got this in my everyday makeup drawer, but I won't go for these, like I won't go for this palette just for the cheek products, if that makes sense. So, you know, that is what it is. I think that could be a pro or a con depending on what your preferences are. However, I do really like palettes like this for travel. If you're going on a trip or something like that, it's really nice to grab something like this where you don't have to pack a separate bronzer and blush and you've got 6 eyeshadows here. However, the problem with that is if these are not colors that work for you for your face, depending on your skin tone, this could be, you know, maybe you're going to use them as eyeshadows. I don't know. Because I'm fair skinned, generally I can use the blush and bronzer that's in an eyeshadow palette like that. So just know that I know that I'm lucky that I'm able to use those, you know? So while I'm not bothered by that, some people might be bothered by that. So this will be a great little palette to travel with in the summertime, to take on little like weekend getaways, things like that. I think this is a pretty color story. However, I don't think that it's anything that's unique to my collection. This blush looks very similar to like the NARS Orgasm blush, looks pretty similar to the blush that I have on now that came in my Cover FX palette. So not unique to my collection whatsoever. And we see a lot of this like neutral color story with a pop of teal, with a pop of green, with a pop of blue. Like that is kind of a standard color story. So I think that this is just an okay color story. For me personally, it doesn't add anything unique to my collection. However, I'm sure that the formula is great and I'm sure that I will get use out of it. It wouldn't be one that I would pick out for myself, if that makes sense. So that is valued at $43. So that's a pretty high price point. I guess not really these days for eyeshadow palettes, but like once upon a time, that would have been a pretty high price point for 6 eyeshadows and a blush and bronzer. Anyways, all that to say, it says, pretend you're in paradise with this beautiful face and eyeshadow palette, carefully curated collection designed to transport you to the lush landscapes and vibrant colors of a tropical paradise. Whether you're aiming for a subtle daytime glow or a bold tropical inspired evening look, these shadows deliver stunning results. Let's move on to my choice items for this month. So first up, I have a powder here from Beauty For Real, and this is their Hydraset Translucent Finishing Powder with niacinamide and vitamin E. This is valued at $26. It's like I never opened a box in my life. I had to like look at it in all the different ways to determine how to open it. Am I okay? Good morning. It does say on the packaging right here on the side as I'm trying to open it, it says vegan, no mineral oil, paraben free, cruelty free. We love that. Hydrate, blur, and set, a lightweight, mess-free, loose powder infused with niacinamide and vitamin E that blends effortlessly to help set your makeup for smoother, brighter skin. So love that. I am looking in the ingredients here to see if it has any talc in it, and it does not. So I'm very happy to see that. I do try to find powders that are talc-free. Easier said than done. I don't seem to be quite as acne prone as I once was, but I used to have a real problem with talc. Like if I had talc in my powder, it really broke me out. So in general, if I can, I try to stay away from it. So we've got a little powder puff here. Very cute little powder puff. I like when it has the little handle on it, and we are sealed. So this I really like when it has, because if you travel or if you like, sometimes I'll bring my makeup to work and do my makeup here. It's really nice. The powder that I have right now, it has a sifter with no closure. So when I put it in my makeup bag and I bring it to work, it's like all in the lid, and then it's like the rest of the week before I can use up all of the powder that's in the lid, and then it's sealed here. And because this said that it was Hydraset Translucent Finishing Powder, I was wondering if it was gonna have that like wet feeling. Do you guys remember, was it a Becca powder? I cannot get this little sticker off. I was wondering if do you guys remember that powder? It was either from Becca or Cover FX. I can't remember which, but it felt wet to the touch. Do you guys remember? So I'm wondering if this is gonna feel like that. So it's got the net style sifter, which I love. I love that. You don't see that super often. Well, I'm a little shiny. We could powder a little. So I'm just picking some up on this little powder puff. Not too much. Work it into the poof and press it in. It doesn't feel wet, which is fine. I don't need it to. I was just curious because of the name, if it would have like a wet feel. Oh, maybe it does. Maybe it does. I think that that looks, sorry, I'm looking in the screen. I think that that looks really nice and blurring. and I think it does have a little bit of a wet feel. So that's really fun. I like that a lot. I used to use up powder really fast. Now it takes me the better part of a year to use up the powder, but I'm actually on towards the end of the one that I'm currently using. So I was happy to see this. As I've mentioned in all of my previous, I've been talking about this a lot in my Boxycharm videos, but I've been trying to be very cognizant of my choice items. So like not just picking a new lip gloss every time because I love lip gloss, but picking things where it's like, okay, I'm on my way out of this one powder and I don't have any other powders on backup, so I'll get this powder, you know? So that was my reasoning behind picking this. I don't know that I've tried anything else from this Beauty for Real brand, but I'm excited to give this a whirl. I loved that old powder, Becca Cover Effects, gosh, I can't remember. I loved that one because it had that cooling feeling and it was really fine and blurring, and I think this could be like that. So love that. Valued at $26. Okay, next choice item, we have a makeup remover here. So this is from the brand Borboletta. Borboletta? I don't know if that's how you say that, but this is valued at $20, and this is an oil-free makeup remover. It's called Breakdown. It says, looking for a makeup remover that's gentle and powerful, but also safe for your lashes? You've found it. This innovative oil-free formula feels like water, yet emulsifies on contact to completely dissolve even the toughest eye makeup. No rubbing, no tugging, and best of all, no damage to your lovely lashes. So it says saturate a brush or a cotton pad with makeup remover and gently work it into the lash line around the eye area to dissolve makeup. Rinse with water and pat dry. So this is obviously safe for eyelash extensions. That's what I'm getting from that description. It says that same description on the side of the box here. And it says, unlike any other removers, there's no greasy residue. Formulated with fatty acids to dissolve makeup and prevent moisture loss. Breakdown works so well you'll want to use it even when you're not wearing lashes. So I decided to go with this, and it does say cruelty-free, fragrance-free, oil-free, moisturizing, clinically tested, and dermatologist reviewed. So love that. I decided to go for this again because this is something that I can use up, right? I can't remember what the other choice items were with this. I do remember going back and forth, I think, about a lip product, and I was like, no, I'm gonna go with the makeup remover. Right now, all I have for makeup remover on hand is micellar water, which is fine. That's generally what I use unless I get like an oil cleanser or a cleansing balm in a Boxycharm. And I do like an oil cleanser or a balm or something else other than a micellar water. I just don't, because I'm already going to buy the micellar water, I have a harder time justifying buying like a second separate item for makeup remover. So I thought this one would be worth a try. Long story long, I thought this would be worth a try. And I'm trying to be more careful about like how I'm removing my eye makeup as I'm aging, as I'm approaching 40. I'm really noticing the lines around my eyes. So I'm trying to be really careful about how I'm taking my eye makeup off, and the mascara that I'm using right now I actually find pretty difficult to remove. So I thought this might help. So, oh, unscrew it, don't just pull it off. So it comes like this. I just thought we would, just kidding, it's sealed. God, that was so much harder than it needed to be. There was like a little thing like clogging the hole and I couldn't get it open. It was really annoying me. Okay. Oh yeah, it just feels like water. Just feels like water. I'm smelling things as if I have a sense of smell. I got really sick in February. I think I told you guys I got really sick in February. I think now, I thought I had the flu and then a sinus infection, and I think now in hindsight I had COVID and then a sinus infection. So it is end of April and I have no sense of smell. So I can't tell you what that smells like, if it smells like anything. It does say that it's fragrance free, so I'm assuming it smells like very little, but it does have the consistency of water. So it will be very interesting to see how that works to take off this eye makeup. So I'll try that out tonight. I'll let you guys know. I'll let you know about everything, obviously, in a future speed reviews, but I'll be trying that one out right away and I'll let you guys know what I think. Okay, my final choice item is this product here from Nip Fab Renew, and this is the Retinol Fix Blemish Gel Treatment 10%. This is valued at $19.95. I really went back and forth about whether I wanted this or not. Again, I can't remember what any of the other choice items were, but I remember really humming and hawing about these, like the makeup remover and this blemish treatment gel. So this is a spot treatment. This is what it says. This is what it says. It says, so this is saying this spot treatment gel doesn't mess around with 10% time-release retinol complex. It goes deep to help tackle blemishes, dark spots, and pores while you sleep. Plus, it's got salicylic acid, tranexamic acid, and niacinamide in the mix to help zap those imperfections. And the best part, it's so lightweight you can use it morning and night without any gunky residue. So it says, after cleansing, blend a small amount onto any blemish-prone areas. So my reasoning behind this was I use a retinol kind of like fall to spring, and then I usually don't use a retinol over the course of the summer months because I am somebody who enjoys being in the sun. I do wear a sunscreen 365 days out of the year. I do a mineral sunscreen. I'm very careful you know, about my sun protection. However, even with that, I choose not to use a retinol in the summertime just because it can make you so much more photosensitive. I do continue to do like my AHA and BHA exfoliants year round, but I just lay off of the retinol in the summertime because I do tend to get a little bit more sensitive in the summertime, and it's allergy season, you know, the sun is out and the things. However, I do still get blemishes in the summertime, and so I thought this might be a nice summertime like retinol alternative to where I can just use it on the areas where I get blemishes. Like right now I have one under my chin, like under it. I don't know why. And so I was thinking, you know, for something like that, I could just use it on that area and not have to worry about having retinol over my whole face, and then potentially adding to the dark spots that I'm always trying to correct. I have a couple of dark spots here, and I get a little patch on my forehead. Right now, this time of year, they're hardly noticeable, but in the summer, as soon as I go out in the sun, they just pop right out. So I thought this might be a nice option in the summertime when I have a breakout to use a little bit of like a retinol salicylic acid spot treatment. Like I said, instead of covering my whole face in retinol every night. So we'll give that a whirl. I have never tried anything from this brand before. I didn't check to see if they were cruelty-free, but it does say made in Canada, so I'm guessing that they are. They may not have like cruelty-free status, but I'm guessing that they don't test on animals, but I will check. So that was my reasoning behind picking this one out, and it just comes in like a little tube like this. So I think that's going to be worth a try. I generally don't use spot treatments at all, but mostly because they're usually like a benzoyl peroxide type of spot treatment, and for me those really don't work. All those do is like dry out the area, and then it makes the blemish harder to cover because it's flaky and weird. So I find that BHA, AHA exfoliants, and retinol for my 37-year-old skin to be a lot more effective on blemishes than like a benzoyl peroxide or something like that that's just drying out the area. I think those are more effective for people with like adolescent acne that are dealing with a more oily, clogged pore type of situation. My breakouts tend to be more hormonal or stress related, so we'll give that one a try. As I said, valued at $19.95. Let's do the math and see where we're at for the total. Okay, so overall total is $132.95, so nice value on that box. Pretty standard, I think. These are all products that I will use, right? Every one of these are products that I will use, but there's nothing here that I'm like excited about. I feel like I'm the most excited about the powder, and that's not like, powders are not like a sexy product, right? Like they're kind of utilitarian. So it just confirms I should have continued skipping the months. I had said that I was going to take a break. I was going to take a couple of months off. I'm in the midst of a big project right now that I will be announcing to you guys closer to June. I just should have held it together a little bit longer. I was very tempted by those spoilers. So I have, like I said, already gone ahead and skipped the month for next month. And then we'll see in the summertime if I'm tempted by something else. But I'm trying to get that credit card paid down, you know? When you have, I don't know about you guys, but like, there's the Netflix subscription, there's the Boxycharm subscription, there's all these little monthly things to where when you're trying to pay off your credit card, it's like for every bit that you pay off, there's like another charge going on. So just trying to get a handle on my life here, you know? Anyway, all that to say, long story long, we got some products in Boxycharm. I like them all. I will use them all. I didn't need any of these, so that's my bad, you know? You know what I'm saying? So let me know in the comments down below what you guys got in your box this month. Did you get the same things, different things? Did you get the products that I was hoping for the Power Picks, the Lunar Beauty, and the Kosas? If you did, please tell me all about them in the comments down below. Let me know if I am missing out, if I should look for them in drop shop. As I just said, I don't need any products. Like, let me know if I should buy them on sale though. I always love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon in another video. Bye.